Hey, it's Mike. I'm here, and I'm going live. Still working from the temporary studio, so you have to excuse the sound if it's not the best it could possibly be. Okay, so I want to thank everybody for being here. Let's see, we got Eliana. Thanks for being here, Jai Ho, and let's see, what else we got? A pink hand waving. Laura Smith. Hey, thanks for joining in. So, as it says on the thumbnail, I'm going to talk about these Hare Krishna books, book distribution, and then I'm going to talk about this Trivikrama Swami, this guy, and I'm going to actually show you this guy in action. Not in action with his disciple. Not that kind of action, but I'm going to show you him in action. And then what do we got? We got Dan Preston here. Hey, smiley face back at you, buddy. So we're going to do all of that. Let me get right to the opening. Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hello.
All right, hey, so again, I want to thank everybody for joining in. So today I'm going to talk about book distribution because really this is how people get sucked into this cult through these books, these insane books that have so much racism and sexism and so much insanity in them. But there's also the brainwashing element to it, and this is how people get sucked into this cult is through these books. And so this is actually from a Hare Krishna, and he explains what his going out on book distribution, which is basically begging with a book. It's basically begging for money in exchange for a book, okay? It's not really, there's no book distribution. Hey, send you with a little news, hope you've seen it. I don't know, I don't think I have seen... I don't think I've seen your email. Let me see. Oh, here it is. Okay, yeah. We'll get to. I'll get to that. Get to that in just a minute. Yeah, we're gonna get to that in a second. But I want to talk about this book distribution. First off, so hey, but I want to thank you for being here, everybody, for being here. I want to talk about these books. I want to read to you a little bit. From a Hare Krishna book distribution from a Hare Krishna's point of view, and then I'll comment on it like I always do. So this is from the Hare Krishna webpage, and so everything's documented on this Hare Krishna webpage. So this is basically what it says. It says Sankirtan story by Bhakta Jad Prabhu. So this is a new guy. This is a guy who just started out. He's not even initiated yet. He doesn't even have his name yet. And the reason I bring this up is because I had a guy in here in my chat whose brother got a book, and that's it. He got a book and it was over. Within a few months, the guy's in India milking a cow. Okay, he's totally brainwashed. And now he's under the spell of one of these bogus fake guru guys. Okay, he's totally hypnotized. He's totally brainwashed, hypnotized by this fake ass guru who's so full of shit. But this is how it happens. It happens through these books. It's just an innocent, like, here's a book. And then people don't know. And then next thing you know, one thing leads to another. It happened to me. It happens to everybody. It happens to... So this is from the Krishna point of view. This is how it happens. This is how it happens. So it says, Sankirtan story by Bhakta Jad Prabhu. It says, this story took place on May 14th. Now, there's no... let me just read it. The story took place on May 14th. It was early evening, and I was nearing the end of my distribution. That means he was begging, and he was getting to the end of the day. Okay? But I decided to go just a little further. Means he probably hadn't sold enough books yet. And he was like, I'm just going to keep going. Okay? I was nearing the end of my distribution. Suddenly, I noticed a girl dressed entirely in pink. Without quite knowing why, I sat down under a tree and began to flip through Search for Liberation, which is one of these small, little tiny small books. It's got a picture of John Lennon on the cover of the book. At the end of the book, there's an entire chapter discussing the difference between the body and the soul, specifically addressing the idea that animals have souls too. My reading lasted maybe 5 minutes. So you got to remember, everything that happens in Hare Krishna's life is some mystical, magical. Everything's mystical, magical to Hare Krishna. My reading lasted maybe 5 minutes. Once I finished, I decided to approach the girl in pink. I showed her the books, as I usually do. She told me she only had $3 left in her account and showed me her phone to prove it. Without hesitation, she decided to give me the entire amount. She explained that, for her, nothing was more important than knowledge. Before I approached her, she confessed that she had literally just asked God a minute earlier to provide a solution to the suffering she was experiencing. She said, "Oh, when I saw you with your John Lennon book, I took it as a sign because I absolutely love John Lennon." Who would have thought that? She explained that aside from the serious problems in her relationship, her cat had passed away 2 weeks ago, and she was still deeply grieving. I then shared with her the exact words I had just read in Search for Liberation, that animals also have souls and that their souls are eternal. I told her that eating meat was a form of violence, asking her, "Would you eat the corpse of your own cat? If not, then why eat other innocent animals who are also beings with souls?" Her eyes lit up, and she said she had an epiphany upon hearing these words. Seeing her deep sincerity, I gave her my last pocket-sized copy of the Bhagavad Gita, as it is. I invited her to the Sunday feast, and she eagerly accepted, saying she had been searching desperately for weeks for a place to meditate and understand the purpose of life. Jai Srila Prabhupada, Hare Krishna. Please donate to us to distribute more books to the people of Montreal. So, so that's how it happens, right? And like I was saying before, right? Everybody's in life, everybody's going through something in life. It's not that this girl in the pink was stupid or whatever you want to think. She's just an average, ordinary person, but she's got an open mind. And and do I even believe most of his story here about how she said this and she said that? I took it as a sign and all that. I don't know, because the Hare Krishnas love to embellish and make everything this magical mystery tour event. Everything's got this event because Krishna is directly involved, right? He's just like sticking his hands in everything. Bhakta Jed just got initiated by us. Bullshit, Ananda. Yeah. Who knew? Who knew that was going to happen? But so here's this Bhakta Jed, right? He's this new guy. He's out distributing books somewhere on the streets of Montreal. Who knows if he's dressed like a Hare Krishna or not? He could just be in street clothes. He could be fixed up, shaved up, whatever. But he's out there and distributing these books. He finds this girl. She had problems with her relationship, right? Like I said, everybody has a breakup. Everybody meets somebody or breaks up with somebody, or they lose a loved one, or like this person, her cat died just a couple of weeks ago. That's what I said. Everybody experiences these exact same things. It's just that she happened to run across a Hare Krishna, and they exploit those feelings, just like the guy whose grandmother passed away. Oh, here's a book. It says in the Bhagavad Gita that we're not the body, we're the spirit soul. And when the body dies, the soul doesn't die when the body dies. And blah 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 blah. And then the person who someone just died, and he just had lost someone. What is this? Hi, do you still worship Krishna? I used to study with ISKCON, but no longer. No, I don't worship Krishna. And I was in ISKCON for 20 years. I was in it for 20 years, and I was all over the place. So that's the way it goes. Humans are so gullible. Well, they exploit the fact that she's having problems with her boyfriend and that her cat died. I mean, hey, when your pet dies, that's a big deal. Especially, it's a big deal. When your pet dies, it can be that's like losing a loved one. So she had a breakup, she lost her pet. I can understand she's having a rough time. It totally makes sense. And someone gave her a book, a spiritual book, Bhagavad Gita. I mean, a lot of people have heard of Bhagavad Gita. Not everybody reads it, but, she has an open mind. Oh, thank you for the gift. Or she meets somebody on the street, and it's just a nice, friendly thing. Oh, who knows? Who knows if she had $3 left and whatever. Well, let's just take this at face value, okay? So, humans are so gullible. Hare Krishna is a cult. It doesn't matter what branch. ISKCON, Gaudiya Math, Vrinda. Yeah, it's a Krishna cults. It doesn't matter. If they're reading Prabhupada's books and they're involved in Prabhupada's sampradaya and that whole fake thing, whatever you want to call it, it's just a big scam. It's just a big scam, and it's an evil cult. It is an evil cult. Absolutely, it's an evil cult. It's a waste of time. Don't fall for it. And this cult is made to destroy. It absolutely is. It's made to destroy. It destroys your identity. It destroys everything that you stand for, that you believe in. It destroys your relationships with your family and your friends. It destroys everything. It's like putting a horrible virus into your brain. So absolutely. So this girl gets a book, and she's like, "Oh, I got this book," and she gave him $3 for the book. She gets the book if we accept what he says is true. Let's just accept it for everything that he says, even the fact she's dressed in pink. I mean, I'll even go there. So she gets the book, and he tells her that, hey, animals have a soul, and vegetarianism, and you wouldn't eat your cat. And she's like, oh my goodness, that makes so much sense to me, right? And so now she's like, okay, I'm going to come to your temple on Sunday, and I want to check this out some more. This cult was made to destroy you as an individual in order to control your life and keep you as a slave. Yeah, and get free labor. Free labor, because everybody's working. Like this guy, this Bhakta Jed is out there selling these books for free. He's not getting paid. He gets to live. They give him a place to stay. They give him some food. Maybe they give him a couple bucks at the end of the week. Like Scientology, they get $47. This guy probably doesn't even get $47. But they got him out there selling these books. Happy to be out there selling these books. Like Brigupati, 60 years he's selling these books, pushing a shopping cart around the Costco parking lot, DMV, selling books out of a box in a shopping cart, and happily doing it. Happy to do it. He's not getting no Social Security, he ain't working towards a pension, he ain't working for nothing, no overtime, no nothing, no health care, it's nothing. Just selling books for the temple. For 60 fucking years. For free. Book distribution. It's begging. Okay, they're begging with a book. They're like, hey, can you give me some money and I'll give you a book? You know, he gave her a 25, not even. He 12-cent book. It was a 12.5-cent book that he gave her, and she paid $3 for it. And then he gave her a little, what did he say, a pocket-sized Bhagavad Gita, which I don't believe that. But anyway, you know, he gave her, oh, my light. He said, you know, he says, you know, he gave her let's say it was a 25-cent book. He gave her a 25-cent book. She gave him $3, and he gave her, let's say he gave her another little Bhagavad Gita. That was another 25 cents, because he didn't give her no pocket Bhagavad Gita for free. Bhakta Jed didn't do that. I know Bhakta Jed didn't do that. So, but let's say he gave her a little book, 50 cents worth of books. He got $3 out of her, which is pretty good. Pretty good haul for his little 5-minute exchange with her. And he got her to come to if she shows up to the temple. I hope she doesn't show up to the temple. Because if she shows up to the temple, she doesn't know what she's getting into. She has no idea what she's getting into. She's thinking this is all love and happiness and vegetarianism, and hey, they feel bad because my cat died, and this Bhakta Jed seems like a pretty nice guy. He didn't hit on me or nothing. He just sold me a book. Seemed like a nice guy. I mean, you know, whatever. She doesn't know that the books that he gave her talk about women are 9 times lustier than men. Women like to be raped. Women have small brains. Women can't be trusted. There's 3 things you can beat: a dog, a drum, and a woman. The women are married into this cult and then just discarded like trash when the man no longer wants to be a husband. He wants to go chant or go play guru or go play sannyasi. They just dump their women off. They don't give a fuck. Child marriage. How can you respect a woman if you're marrying girls off at 11 years old? How can you have any respect for women? And I'm just getting started on that. The sexism with this cult is amazing. And then what to speak of the racism and the homophobia. I mean, I could go on. The distrust of democracy, of wanting priests to run everything. The doomsday attitude, Prabhupada was a doomsday freak. You know, the world was going to come to an end with a nuclear holocaust, and the Hare Krishnas were going to be the ones to survive with their farms. This is just the tip of the iceberg. She has no idea that this is what she's getting into. These ISKCON specifically prey on youth with or in trouble. They need foot soldiers to beg on streets, sociopath circus. Yeah, just like Scientology, it's the same thing. They gotta get people out there to do the footwork, so the gurus and everybody else can, and the temple presidents can all kick back. They see them every morning. They're loading up their van, and the same devotees are going out to work, to sell those books. Who's that devotee's name? Sachi Dulal? Not Sachi Dulal. Sachi something and those other, and the Madhajis, and they load up the van and they go off, and Brigupati go off to El Camino College, and I can't remember their names, but all these guys are heading off, going off to sell their books. Well, everybody else is kicking back at the temple. Swavas and his brother, Swavas and his brother, and the lawyer guy and the guru guy and Virabahu, if he ever even woke up. These guys are just kicking it all day long while everybody's all working their ass off selling these books. Begging, they learn how to scam on the streets. They even do what's called the pick for a living when they leave the temple. They don't even wait to leave the temple to do the pick. They do the pick. I remember when I first joined, and everyone's talking about doing the pick, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? What are you talking about? The pick, like pickpocketing, picking money. We're just picking money out of people's hands, just scamming them, shortchanging, fast talking, all the con artist things that con artists do to get money. And they call it Sankirtan or the pick. $5 old like Bhakti Vinod. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that because I think I don't even remember. I don't even remember that shit. This is the biggest issue. They have zero respect or regard for women. Right. I'm trying to get through these comments because I want to show something real quick. They should have a sign that says women are not welcome. Women are only welcome as long as they can use and abuse them. As long as they can use and abuse them, women are welcome. But if women want to stand up for themselves, got no place. If you have any self-respect, if a woman has any ounce of decency or self-respect, she wouldn't have anything to do with Hare Krishnas. It's... I would hear I need to go to the pick. This is what the cult teaches them. Absolutely. This is what the cult teaches them. And so, this I wanted to show that. It's not, I don't have it. I did have it.
So the question here, should Krishna conscious women work?
Okay, here.
Equal to her husband?
Let's see. This is good.
Should Krishna conscious women work? Is she equal to her husband? Well, first of all, let's understand the basic principle of Bhagavad Gita. You're not this body, you're spirit, soul. So on the soul level, you're equal, right? There's no difference. We're all Prakriti, part and parcel of Purusha, Krishna. So is there a difference between you and your husband? No. Spiritually, no difference. Can you work? It depends. If you can still take care of family.
Okay, so you'll notice that he said spiritually. He said spiritually you're no different than your husband. You're no different spiritually. But materially you're in a female body. Materially your female body is different than your husband's male body. So there is a difference. See, he didn't want to go there. He wanted to say, well, spiritually on a spiritual platform. Well, who's on this spiritual platform? What the fuck is he talking about? He's full of shit. What he just said was full of shit.
Life, and there is harmony for your children, and there is a proper balance, and it's a need financially, it's a need for you to work, and you want to be independent, then definitely go ahead, work, right? But if it is possible that your husband earns enough and there's enough financial stability in the family, then children for a certain age, at least till the age of 8, need parents' attention. And it's wonderful for their development to have access to at least one of the parents at all times. So if that's possible, it's suggested that one does that.
Okay, a couple things, man. He's really out there. So first of all, he's saying that that a child needs its parents, or at least one parent. Well, Prabhupada didn't say that. Prabhupada said children don't need their parents, but that you can put your child in a boarding school. You can put your kid in the Gurukula. In fact, he recommended parents put their kids in the Gurukula. And he didn't just say the child only needs one parent. He said, put your kid in the school and go sell my books. So, was Prabhupada wrong when Prabhupada said that? Because that was Prabhupada's program. Prabhupada says it in his books, and Prabhupada did it in practice. He did it literally. He created a Gurukula school in Dallas, New York, wherever he did, in Vrindavan, in Mayapur, and children were put in those concentration camps, away from their parents. They were kept away from their parents. This guy's full of shit. There was another example used in classes I've heard. Women is so lusty. She embraces one man, think about another man, and looking on another one. Pile of shit. Yeah, I think I remember something like that too. Yeah, but not the man. Meanwhile, men have strip clubs and porno sites and movie places, and so much based for sex to satisfy a man's lusty desires. The whole world, the whole society, the whole world revolves around satisfying a man's lusty desires, his sexual desires. Advertising, movies, everything. There has to be a female. There has to be some challenge that the man has to overtake, and there has to be some woman that he has to grab and get and win at the end, or win back. But it's the woman that's too lusty. She's the one that's always thinking about multiple, But it's everybody does. This is the way the world is. Men cheat, women cheat. Men don't cheat, women don't cheat. I mean, everybody's doing everything to try to single something out, make it demoniac or something, Maya Devi, or you're going to blame, so that when the guru falls down, you can just blame the woman. Or when the guru molests the little girl, you can blame the girl because she's overdeveloped or she has prominent features. Prominent features? Like, are we too stupid to know what that means? I'm so embarrassed by this fucking cult and their bullshit. That's how they get the man to stay like monks at the temple so they can keep serving for free and get those donations. Absolutely. Absolutely. And, and if you make it so that there's no repercussions, hell, you can even have sex with a woman if you want. And then just blame the woman. Blame her prominent features. Blame the fact that she was sending nude pictures on your phone. This guy says women can go to work if their husbands don't make enough money, and you need to go to, if there's a financial need, then you can go to work. Well, that's not what Prabhupada says. Prabhupada says women should not go to work. They don't even need an education. Prabhupada says women don't even need to go to school. So if you got women that aren't going to school and aren't getting an education, what kind of job is she going to have? What is she going to do? Prabhupada says she doesn't need to do anything. She just needs to cook and clean and sew some clothes for the kids and the deities, raise the kids if they need to. But I don't know. Why would she need to raise the kids when you put the kids in the Gurukula? I guess she takes care of the babies until you can. The baby's old enough to put the kid in the Gurukula, like at 5 or whatever age they go into the Gurukula. It is a nasty, vicious crusade against women. And yet every single one of them got a mother. Every single one of them has a mother, but because of the family disconnection, your mother's not really your mother, your father's not really your mother. Your real father is Krishna. Your real mother is, I don't know, Krishna. Rukmini or Radharani, I don't know. But you're not, that's not your real family. Your children aren't your real children. Your parents aren't your real parents. This is all material illusion. That's why he can sit there and go, oh, materially, we're spiritually, we're all the same. Yeah, but you don't think of women the same as a man. Spiritually, but what does that mean? Not in the temple. Even in the temple room, you spread them apart. You got the women over here and the men over there. So even in the temple, where everyone's supposed to be a spirit soul, you still separate the men and the women. At the Ratha-yatra festival, the women are dancing over there, the men are over there. I thought we're all spirit souls. This is why it's all bullshit. They can't even get that shit right. Prabhupada says, oh, the women in my movement are spiritually, we're all spirit souls. Women, these are not, he's got the fucking nerve to say, the women in my movement are not ordinary women. And then he says, women in my movement cannot have any position of authority because they're too stupid. So he's got spiritually advanced, all equal women, equal to men, but yet they're still too stupid to serve in his movement. For Hare Krishna women who think these rules or scriptures do not apply to them, it's just a time bomb before they get burnt. Absolutely, I agree with you 100%. 100%. But they're so brainwashed in, it's like Stockholm syndrome. By the time they get burnt, they're like, well, and everybody's got it. It's like by the time they get burnt, whether it's abused, domestic abuse, sexual abuse, just being treated like shit, it's too late. They're already in love with their captor. They're already in love with their kidnapper. And it is just a matter of time. It was a matter of time with me. It was just a matter of time. Okay, I get you're angry and embarrassed by this comment, but anti-Krishna, I don't get that. Well, how could I be anti-Krishna if there is no Krishna? I mean, you think, you're saying I'm anti-mythology, like I'm anti-Zeus, or I'm anti-Poseidon, or I'm anti-Apollo, or I'm anti... that makes no sense, dude. There is no anti an imaginary being. How can you be imaginary? How can you be anti something that's imaginary? Do you really think Krishna plays a flute and the sound of the flute goes into the goes into the ears of a four-headed guy that's growing on the flower that springs out of the stomach, the navel of a four-armed guy that's sleeping on a snake that's really his brother, who's lying on an ocean of his own perspiration, and universes are coming out of his body. You want me to believe that? This is what you're telling me I need to believe? That that's a fact? And that because I say that that's just all imaginary mythology, that I'm somehow anti-Krishna? Do you even read the words that you're saying? Do you even understand what you're saying? Do you have the mental capacity to even comprehend what the fuck you're saying? Oh my God. This is what you're up against, people. People like this. This is a cult. It's a cult of insanity, of friggin' mental illness. A demon head is eating the moon. They want us to believe that a fucking demon head is eating the moon when there's an eclipse. And if I don't believe that, I'm somehow making fun of their scripture. Like there's the fucking Taliban, and they're gonna put a jihad on me because I don't believe that a demon head is eating the goddamn moon. I would tell his badgers to leave their kids in the Gurukula and go do bhajan in Vrindavan. He would give saffron renounced order to fathers of underage children in California. Okay, I'm going to leave this up. I'm going to leave your comment up because this is what I'm saying. And I know people think I'm making it up or I'm exaggerating or I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But Dan Preston here, who I don't even know this guy. Dan, I don't even know you, Dan. He's validating exactly what I'm saying. Exactly what I'm saying. And that's what I'm telling about these people that join, and like this girl that joins and she doesn't know how women are treated in this cult. People join, they don't know that they expect their kids when they're little girls when they're 11 years old. Hey, they're grown. It's like my daughter. My daughter, hey, she's overdeveloped. No, she's developing like a normal 11-year-old girl. Little girls develop, okay? They don't overdevelop. They just develop. She's overdeveloped. No, she's a normal 11-year-old girl. You just have a fucking creep living in the temple. So now, because my daughter was 11 and she was overdeveloped and had prominent features or whatever they want to say, then now it's her fault she got molested. It's her fault. Completely criminal. I agree with you. It's completely criminal. Absolutely. Across state lines, putting your kids across state lines to put them in the school where they're abused, and then you run off to India to go play Hare Krishna, to go cosplay as a 16th century transgendered Bengali Mahaprabhu. I mean, come on. This one girl, John, was abandoned by her parents at the Badger Gurukula, and to this day she can't get her life right because of this goddamn beliefs. Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. That one girl said that she grew up. Her parents dropped her off like in L.A. temple or the Dallas temple when she was like a baby. And she was raised in the temple, and she didn't even know who her parents were until she like grew up and became a teenager and tracked them down. They didn't even know who her parents were. By the time she grew up and started wondering, like, who was my parents, they didn't know who her parents were because too much time had gone by. That's abuse. That's child abuse. And like you said, she can't get her life right. This girl was a teenager. She was trying to find out who her parents were. Like, who the fuck dropped me off in the middle of a Hare Krishna commune? Who stuck me in there to be abused for the rest of my life, trauma for the rest of my life? Gee, thanks, Mom. We are anti-BS. Absolutely. Absolutely. Keep doing bhakti and see what bhakti is another name for being a friggin' racist, sexist piece of shit. Because that's what bhakti does. You read these books, you chant these mantras, and you become a racist, sexist piece of shit. It's like Prabhupada. You become just like Prabhupada, and that's what Prabhupada was. He was a racist, sexist piece of shit. Yeah, he laughs about having sex with an 11-year-old girl when he was 22 years old. Yeah, I took her hand and she cried. What a fucking prick. We don't do this dumb philosophy full of venom and poison, no real evidence to back it up, claims only giving pain through its indoctrination. Yeah, they just want us to just believe whatever they say. Oh, it's 5,000 years old scriptures. No, it's not. Oh, yes, it is. Krishna spoke it on the battle of Kurukshetra to Arjuna, and then Arjuna. No, he didn't. There's no battle of Kurukshetra. Yeah, Maharaj Pariksit, he divided up the world, and he gave half of the world to one son and the other half to his other son, and it was, no, there was no Maharaj Pariksit. That's all bullshit. Well, Lord Chaitanya was Krishna 500 years ago. He appeared. No, he wasn't. Yeah, he walked into a statue, and you can go see him in his little thing where he No, he didn't. He didn't do that. You don't have to believe anything. You just need to know the good things. You don't need to know how he looks or where he sleeps. I don't need any of that stuff. I can do good stuff without having any mythology or any of this nonsense or any of these stories. I don't need any of that. I don't need it. You don't either. It's not necessary. You don't have to. You can be a good person. You know not to hit yourself in the head with a friggin' mallet, a hammer, right? You know not to chop your hand off with an axe. You know that, right? You know not to do that. So you know what's good and you know what's right and wrong. You know that if you took an axe and you chopped your hand off, that would be kind of bad. And you know that you wouldn't want to do that to someone else because it's kind of bad. So you know, it's not, right and wrong is no big secret. Oh, I need a book to tell me whether chopping my hand off is right or wrong. I need a book to tell me whether I should punch that guy in the face and he hasn't done anything to me. I don't know. I just don't know. I need a book. Somebody write a book and tell me if it's right or wrong. Look at this. No, it's not a cult, so I can say anti-Jesus likewise. And you can't. What does Jesus have to do with anything? If you want to say Jesus is a cult, go right ahead. I don't give a fuck. You're in a fucking cult. You're in a fucking cult, dude. You worship a guy's feet. You worship a guy that was 22 years old when he had sex with an 11-year-old girl who said that black people belong in the jungles and black people belong in the jungles and never should have been given their freedom. He said Abraham Lincoln was wrong for freeing the slaves. He said civil rights was a failure. He said black people just want to go to build a library. Black people just go for drinking. They're not going to go for reading. He said black people are dangerous and vicious animals. Him and his disciples were sitting there laughing about it. There's vicious animals in Detroit. Prabhupada says, who? What vicious animals? He said, the black people, the Negroes. Ha, 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 ha. And they're all laughing at it. You think that that's fine. You're willing to overlook that. Oh, I'll overlook that. I mean, so what? Prabhupada was a racist, sexist piece of shit. I don't care. He's telling me to chant Hare Krishna, so I should go chant Hare Krishna because this fucking racist, sexist piece of shit telling me to. The fuck is that? How much sense does that make? Some racist, sexist, old piece of shit Indian man tells you to chant Hare Krishna and follow 4 regular principles or whatever the fuck he says, and you follow it and you think you're the smart one? You think you're so fucking advanced because this fuck telling you what to do and you're stupid enough to do it? The fuck? The fuck? It's all the same. It's all the same bullshit. Just brainwashes people like this guy. Just brainwashes them. Turns their brains to mush. Yeah, look, this is what I say. If you're over 65 years old, just keep doing it, dude. Just keep doing it because you ain't got nothing anyway. And you're 65 years old. What the fuck you gonna do now? The fuck you gonna do now? You're 65 years old. You wasted your whole fucking life. What do you got? 10 more years? You might as well stay in it. Might as well keep selling those stupid fucking books. You wasted your whole fucking life. I don't give anything on ISKCON. I believe in Krishna not because he's some supernatural. It's like he's a family for me. Well, good for you. I don't care. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about ISKCON and the fucking cult of ISKCON. Don't fucking twist everything up. If you want to be a Hindu and worship Krishna, go. What are you doing in my chat for? That's not what this is about. Son of a bitch, man. She's 33 now and she's lost. Yeah, you know, it's like my friend Jog Jivan. Gay man, spent his whole life in the Hare Krishnas as a gay man, couldn't be a gay man. And by the time he turned 50 years old, he fucking was mentally, he fucking killed himself in Florida. Because he couldn't leave the fucking, he couldn't leave the cult and just go be a gay man. Which is what he wanted to be. No, he's brainwashed and he stays in the cult and stews and stews and stews for 10, 20, 30 years and finally he can't take it anymore and he kills himself. Because Prabhupada said homosexuals are demons. And he felt like he was a demon in Prabhupada's movement and he needed to just kill himself. The fuck? Dude, I already said, I'm not going to say it again. You want to be Hindu, you want to go worship Radha and Krishna, I'm not talking about you. Go worship Radha and Krishna. I don't care. And if you don't have anything to do with ISKCON, fine. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this fucking cult that Prabhupada started that ruins people's lives. I'm not talking about you. If you're just doing your thing, fine. I don't care. That's not what this is about. So why are you even bringing it up? The fuck? Are you like, I don't know what the fuck. I've said this a million fucking times. You don't know, bro, what bhakti is. You're just repeating everything that ISKCON said to you. You know what? I'm tired of your shit. You know what? Fuck off, man. The fuck? I just said I'm talking about ISKCON. I'm talking about the cult of ISKCON. That's what this is fucking about. And now you're telling me I only know what ISKCON about. That's what the fucking point of this whole thing is. Stockholm Syndrome is real with these. Yes, I've done videos about Stockholm Syndrome. It's definitely real with these people. It's definitely real with these people. Absolutely. Are you doing good stuff right now? Who are you talking? You talking to me? Warning people about this cult is the best thing that I can do. I know all about this cult. And for me to keep quiet would be wrong. So I'm speaking out. It's what everybody should do if they know that wrong shit is happening. We should speak out about it. Why would I be quiet about it? And let people suffer? Let people get wrapped up in this bullshit? End up in India milking a cow because some fucking fucked up Swami guy who thinks he's a Swami says, oh, you should be my disciple and wash my feet and go milk my cow in India? The fuck? These fanatics keep giving chances to new gurus, only to keep getting burned and burned. You know, these gurus fall down every other month, and these friggin' freaks can't see it. They can't see the bullshit. You know what? Let me show you. Glad to know you're so much narrow-minded. Go see Vrindavan right around you apart from ISKCON. I've been to Vrindavan many times without ISKCON. What the fuck? Are you stupid or what? You don't know me. You don't know me any more than I know you. So why the fuck are you talking about me? I ain't talking about you. I don't know you. I don't know if you're in ISKCON, out of ISKCON. I don't give a fuck. Well, why are you talking about me? I've been to Vrindavan. I've been to Vrindavan so many fucking times. Like, I've never been to Vrindavan. Like, I don't know Vrindavan. I haven't been around. What the fuck? Fucking stupid. This is how stupid these cult people are. They think they're fucking know-it-all, and they fucking believe in mythology. They believe in a demon head is eating the moon, but they want to tell me what the fuck I should do. They want to tell me what I should go do. And this guy believes in a fucking demon head eating the moon. He thinks he's going to tell me what I should fucking do. They fucking mental illness. Mental fucking illness. By their fruits ye shall know them, from the Bible. Is often used to express that one can judge the character of a person by entity or by their actions or outcomes. So for all fruits coming, Prabhupada's teachings are only beginning destruction of human. Nothing good has ever come out of it. Prabhupada says, judge a tree by the fruit it bears. And the ISKCON tree bears rotten, stinky, shitty fucking fruit. And it's plain to see. It's plain as day. And these people can't see it. The gurus falling down left and right. Gurus getting their heads cut off. Gurus having sex with little boys. Gurus having sex with little girls. Gurus having sex with their 35-year-old disciple after being in the Hare Krishnas for 60 fucking years. But these people can't see it. They're like, oh, yeah, pure devotee. Your profile literally says anti-Krishna. You need to rewrite to. Don't tell me what I need to fucking do. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I'll ban your ass and you'll never be in here again. What the fuck? Who the fuck? Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? I don't give a fuck what your problem is. Go fucking piss up a fucking tree, man. I don't give a shit. Who cares? Go chant your... Yeah, go fucking chant your rounds, dude. Who gives a shit? Go put some tilak on and put your Brahmin underwear up your ass. That's what you can do. Or you can shove it up your fucking ass. What makes you think I chant Jesus? What makes you think I worship Jesus? Well, how fucking stupid can you be? How fucking stupid can you be? You think I need a fucking book or a Jesus to fucking live? You think I need a Bible or some guru or a Jesus or a fucking rabbi or a Moses or an Allah or something? Are you that fucking dense? Are you that fucking stupid? Jesus is awesome. Yeah, if you want him to be awesome, go. I don't need any of that shit. But what does that have to do with this pedophile cult? Oh no, he's supposed to be here because this is where he needs to be. It's Krishna's arrangement that he's here to hear the truth. Krishna sent him here so that he could hear the truth about this fucking cult. Krishna's arrangement that he's here to hear the truth. And not only hear the truth, but let me where is this guy? Let's take a look at this piece of shit right here.
We're reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 28. Kapila instructs on devotional service. Text number 5, I believe. Is that right?
Czytamy dzisiaj z trzeciego kanto, 28 rozdział, tekst 5, rozdział zatytułowany Wskazówki kapili do...
I think that's her. I think that's the one. I think that's the disciple that he's fooling around with. Don't ask me why, but I think that's the one.
dotyczące pełnienia służby oddania.
Monam sad asana jaya, stayayam prana jaya sanaya, pratyaharas, chendendriyanam, vishayan manasa vidhi. Translation.
So because he can repeat these little phrases and these verses and stuff, I guess that makes him advanced. He's some kind of holy man. That's yeah, I know. It's in Polish. They're translating it to Polish. He's like the guru of Poland, I guess. Okay.
One must observe silence, acquire steadiness by practicing different yogic postures. Control the breathing of the vital air, withdraw the senses from the sense objects, and thus concentrate the mind on the heart.
Należy zachować milczenie, osiągnąć równowagę przez ćwiczenie pozycji jogi, kontrolować oddech powietrza życia, powstrzymywać zmysły od przedmiotów zmysłu i w ten sposób skupić umysł na sercu.
Report, the yogic practice in general and hatha yoga in particular are not ends in themselves. They are means to the end of attaining steadiness. First, one must be able to sit properly. Then the mind and attention will become steady, enough for practicing yoga. Gradually, one must control the circulation of vital air. With such control, he will be able to withdraw the senses from sense objects. In the previous verse, it is stated that one must observe celibacy, the most important aspect of sense control.
Okay. I do too. I get PTSD hearing from these fools too. I absolutely do. There's something about it that gets me. I can only take it for so long, and then I have to shut it off because it just. But if you notice, he was talking about. Okay, so you got to remember when he was giving this class, he was having sex with his disciple. he was having sex with his disciple while he was giving the class, but at the same time he's giving this class at the same time period, he's having this affair with one of his disciples, whichever one. I don't know which one. I don't know which one that is. I'm guessing it's this one here that was doing the translation, because I think that's his secretary, and so it's probably her. I would imagine that it's her. I know it's wrong for me to say that, but I have a feeling that that's her, because she's doing the translation. So she's obviously close to him. She's close. So while he's having sex with one of his disciples, he's giving this class, and he's talking about controlling the senses, withdrawing from sense enjoyment, and being celibate, and controlling your sex desire, while he's sitting there dressed in the sannyasi orange of a renunciate, of a celibate monk, orange color, which means he's not having sex. He's not having sex. And here he is on a Zoom class, giving a class about being celibate and controlling the senses in Krishna consciousness, while at the same time he's having sex with one of his disciples, and obviously he's not controlling his senses, he's not being celibate, and he should not be wearing that orange cloth. He shouldn't be wearing. This is a big scam. It's just a big scam with these guys. It's just a big scam until they're caught. This is what these guys do. There's a long track record of these guys doing exactly this. He's not the first one. He's not the last one. But he's got the nerve to sit there in his sannyasi clothes and lecture these people. Lecture these people. He's going to sit there and play holy man. I'm controlling my senses. I'm sannyasi. I'm 83-year-old Trivikrama Swami. And yet, he's having sex with his 35-year-old disciple and lying about it, covering it up, hiding it. Sitting there in his orange sannyasi outfit with his tilak on and his beads, singing his prayers, chanting, reciting his verses out of his holy book, playing the part of the holy man, while behind their backs he was getting naked with one of these disciples. He's got a lot of women disciples here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of all these disciples, but there's like 12, and 7 of them, more than half of them are women. And I know she's one of these. And I think it's the one that was given the one that's given the translations. I'm pretty sure that's the one. So that's who these guys are. And even though he's been caught and he's admitted it, he ain't not taking off those orange clothes. He ain't gonna do that. He's addicted to that shit. He's addicted to being guru, Swami. But the last thing I heard is that he's going back to Mayapur, which is just basically it's just leisure world for fallen gurus. That's all it is. It's leisure world for fallen gurus. So it says here, I still can't get over the idea that I'm an anti-cultist and a Mexican. I'm a co-Mexican. And and I'm low vibe. I'm insulted that I'm low vibe. But it does say here that the latest update, July 4th, it says here that he was in Poland till the end of June, but he left and went to India and will stay most likely in Sridham Mayapur or Vrindavan Dham. So you know what that is? You know what that is? That's like when these CEOs of these corporations, right? These big, like the head of Boeing or the head of General Motors or the head of some big bank or something, right? These big CEO guys. And they do something, they get caught doing something, they don't go to jail, but they end up retiring, right? I'm just gonna retire. And they retire and they get this, what they call a golden parachute. They get like all these stocks and they get this pension and they get all this, and they're like, okay, just take a hike and we're gonna give you some stocks and we're gonna give you a pension and we're gonna give you like a $2 billion bonus and we're gonna and it's called a golden parachute. And that's what these guys do. They get in trouble with, they do something and then they just retire. They retire with like a bonus, a retirement bonus. So they get their pension, they get their $2 million bonus, they get their pension, their health care, and then they get the stocks, and they get the whole shebang. When they really did something wrong and they need to go to jail or something, no, I'm just gonna retire. I'll just retire, and and so then they retire. They retire with millions of dollars and all this shit, and they just go lay on the beach somewhere, drink margaritas, live the good life. And that's what happens with these gurus. These gurus fall down, or whatever, and they go, well, I'm gonna head over to Mayapur. I'll see you over there. And then they just take the Mayapur route, and they go off to Mayapur. And then they all just hang out together. They got Bhagavan there, and they got Bhavananda there, and they got Jayapatakas there, and then they got I don't even know who all the other ones are there. Rameshwar is there, and probably Harikesh is there, and I don't even know all the ones that are there. But that's where they go, and they just go there and hang out. And now Trivikrama's going to go. I'll just go hang out there. Golden parachute. He gets the golden dhoti. And he just gets to go and no repercussions. Hey, what about your disciples that you scammed? What about all the disciples that you scammed? You ruined their spiritual life. They thought you were a pure devotee, and now you ended up just being another friggin' fallen guru. What about them? What do they get? Do they get a trip to Mayapur? Do they get a free room at the temple in Mayapur? Do they get at the MVT? Do they get a room at the MVT? For the rest of their lives because you fucked them over? You get the room at the MVT because you fucked them over. You get the room. They don't get the room. You get the room. Oh, that's how it works. Oh, I see. Prabhupada Vishnu Swami who got cut. That's the one. Yeah, he got caught. I remember when that happened. He got caught. I didn't know it was Kosan Road. I mean, of all the places to get caught. I mean, it could have been Soy Cowboy, but I mean, he got Kosan Road. I mean, Soy Cowboy. I mean, hey, if you're gonna get caught, if you're going to get caught in Bangkok with a go-go girl, Soy Cowboy is the place to go, not Kosan Road. I mean, come on, dude. I thought you were a guru. What kind of guru are you? Is that a real poncho or is that a Sears poncho? So then they're gonna go. They go to Mayapur and they just retire to Mayapur. That's what they do. Nana Plaza Swami. Nana Ananda is his name. Swami Nana Ananda. He loves Nana Plaza, so he's Swami Ananda Das. Nana Ananda. Nana Ananda. Nana Plaza Das. Yeah, that's what these guys do. And then speaking of that, let's see, we got so we'll finish up with this here. We got, so now that you know that how horrible this cult is, with their book distribution and how they get people, and with their fake books, fake history, fake gurus, fake disciples, and and we go with the fake festivals.
A lot of people.
So as you can see, I'm just going to point this out. I've said this before. So they bill this as the Festival of India, but it's really the Festival of Hare Krishna. There's nothing about India at this festival. So here you got a gift shop. That's about as India as it gets, is this gift shop, but it's all Hare Krishna stuff. So you're going to have, in the gift shop, you're going to have like Hare Krishna t-shirts, Hare Krishna like beads, bead bags, neck beads, tilak, books, Prabhupada's books, Prabhupada everything, Prabhupada stickers, Prabhupada pins, buttons, and then you're going to have like incense, and then like maybe some knickknacks that come from India that are like, and like little statues, little deities, little Krishna things, but it's all cult stuff. Maybe some tie-dye clothes, some saris, and some Indian clothes and stuff like that. But basically, it's all Krishna stuff. Delicious snacks. It's all Krishna food. It's Indian food from India, but it's Krishna food. It's their Krishna food. It's not Taste of India. Okay, it's the Taste of Krishna is what it is. It's the Festival of Krishna. Spiritual fashions, Krishna fashions. Books on yoga and meditation. Krishna books on yoga and meditation. It's not books on yoga and meditation. It's Krishna books. Okay, it's not anything. It has nothing to do. It's nothing to do with India at all. It's just Krishna. And of course, there they are worshiping Prabhupada, the ultimate failure, who was nothing but a, oh my goodness, who was nothing but a failure in everything he did. So let's see what else we got here.
So we'll be passing the rope. Please do not pull the rope until you're told. We'll be passing the rope now. So please do not pull the rope until you're told.
Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini.
It's empty. It is a small turnout. I don't understand why it's such a small turnout for Baltimore. I only see Indians. Yes, it's very deceiving. I've mentioned that before. these poor innocent Indian Wakandans don't simply boycott this freaking circus.
Jai Jagannath. Jai Jagannath. Jai Jagannath.
How is that a big festival? There is no one there. I know it says on the it says down here, it says biggest Ratha-yatra in the world. I don't know. It's just more evidence that you can't believe anything these people say. Truth and honesty is not their strong point, this cult. But yeah, it's mostly Indians at this festival, so most of the Indians turned out. Baltimore, how many Hare Krishnas are in Baltimore? I mean, full-time in the temple? Not many. And then dispersed throughout Baltimore, like the fringe devotees or the ones that don't live in the temple but just live in Baltimore? Not many. I mean, come on, not many. And then you got the Indians that are there, you know? My birthday party had more people than that. Yeah, I know. That's funny. A freaking Hare Krishna is my guy. If you think he's a circus, so is your Jesus too. You know, you can make fun of Jesus all you want. You want me to make fun of Jesus for you? Would that make you feel better? If I said that Jesus was a circus too, would that make you feel better? Yeah, it's a freaking circus, dude. And you're a fucking clown in the circus. That's what you are. You're one of the clowns. You're a performing clown. You jump around and you act, and you're a circus clown. It's a big friggin' circus, and you're a circus clown. That's what you are. Jagannatha Plaza Swami bullshit naming. Jagannatha, yeah, you know. But I'm glad that this guy was able to come in here and get a dose of reality, because that's really what he needed, is a dose to hear the truth. He needs to hear the truth. See, and that's one of the things why I do this, is because these Hare Krishnas, they don't hear the truth. They just hear from each other, and they just get reinforced this Prabhupada loop of information where everything is either Prabhupada said, or, you know, it's in Prabhupada's books, or I heard Prabhupada said this, and it's in his books, and then it just keeps going back and forth, and there's never any outside information. So this guy comes in here, he's never heard this before. These Hare Krishnas, they don't hear what I say. There's no place for them to go hear it, because nobody's saying it. They come in here and they're like, oh my God. Oh my God, you called it a circus. Yeah, it's a fucking circus, and you're a fucking clown. Get a fucking grip, man. The fuck is wrong with you? You're gonna tell me that all the Indian scientists and Indian engineers that sent the Indian thing to the moon, or that work on friggin' scientific things and advancements in science and environment and all of these things, you think they believe in friggin' a guy playing a flute and the sound goes into the head of a forehead? Come on, man. Give me a friggin' break, dude. This is Mike. This is Mike. I don't play that bullshit. You're in the wrong room if you thought I played that bullshit, but I'm here to fucking get you out of this goddamn cult you're in. And all of you guys that are in this fucking cult. Let's see, what does it say? Happy birthday, you've been blessed today. Yeah, he'll remember this day for a long time. Even if it doesn't affect him now, he'll remember this. He's going to remember this, because he ain't never had anyone talk to him the way I'm talking to him. Everyone is leaving this cult with these outrageous beliefs. Yeah, they're having a hard time getting new members, definitely. And I'm here for it, man. I'm here to watch them go down, because they're just a criminal organization that just harms everyone that comes in contact with him. People don't realize it. Like the girl that got the book, and she doesn't know what she's in for. She's going to go to the temple for the Sunday feast, and she's going to be like, "Oh wow, look at all these flowers and incense and ching 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 and all this stuff," and she's going to fall in love with it. I mean, she could go fuck this. I don't know why, but she could fall in love with it and be like, "Oh my God, this is the greatest thing ever. I want to wear one of those, and I want to wear one of those, and I want to chant, and I want to do," and she'll be gone. Just like the other guy who was milking a cow in India. Now he's brainwashed by this Devamrita Swami. His family might never get him back. He may never go back. They're lucky that he came back from India. He went to India. They didn't think they were going to see him again. I didn't think they were going to see him again. I said, man, if he's in India milking a cow, man, you can just write him off. You'll be lucky to ever see him again. But lo and behold, he came back to the U.S., and they said it's worse than ever. Now he's got a guru, and he's gone. And I was like, worst case scenario. That's what I was afraid of. That's what I was afraid of. You have a problem with ISKCON. Say yourself as anti-ISKCON. How dare you say anti-ISKCON? You know what? I'm anti-you. I'm anti-ISKCON. And if you want me to be anti-Krishna, I'll be anti-Krishna because I don't give a fuck what you care about. I don't care about you. I don't give a fuck about you. Cosplay mafia in the name of religious movement. That's all criminals. Yeah, they're all criminals. And you got this guy like Tushar, or whatever his name is, wants to defend them. He wants to defend this cult because they happen to they took his god that he worships. They co-opted his god, and now he's mad at me. Well, fuck you. I don't give a shit if you're mad at me. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Be mad at ISKCON for co-opting your god and ruining it for everybody. You should be anti-ISKCON too. The fuck is wrong with you? I don't give a fuck. Go ahead. Take it down. Take it down. I don't give a shit. You think you're going to do something to me? Go ahead. These pieces of shit. Anyway, so yeah, stay out of a cult, everybody. You don't end up like that guy. You don't end up like a guy who wants to worship these gurus and ISKCON and these books and all this bullshit. Because if he wasn't in ISKCON, he wouldn't give a shit what I'm saying. But he's in ISKCON and he wants to defend ISKCON. So fuck him. I don't give a shit. So anyway, I've talked enough for today. I want to thank everybody for watching. I want you to be what is this? I'm sorry. Let's see. I'm hearing from Johnny Kidasi from Radha-Kunj, India. It's not how many people join, but how many people stay. She later revealed that most people realize this is rigged eventually. Yeah, I was saying this on one of my earlier videos from a couple days ago, that the only good thing about this guy who ended up in India milking a cow, or this girl, is that ISKCON chews people up and spits them out within a couple years. You know, some people leave in a couple of months, a couple of years, maybe 5 years. But usually people get burnt out. They get fried out. They're like, I'm out selling books every day. And they don't want, you know, but they don't realize that it's full of shit. They just don't want to do it. They just don't want to do it anymore. But they still believe all the crap. They still believe a lot of the crap. They just don't want to do it anymore. It's just a pain in the ass. They want to smoke cigarettes or smoke pot and, you know, have sex, have a girlfriend, do whatever they want to do. And they still want Krishna, but they can't follow the 4 regular principles, so they bounce out. And they don't understand that they dodged a bullet with this whole friggin' thing. This is a channel with people with heavy trauma from this religion, so please go elsewhere. Yeah, he's gone. I heard the same. Yeah, let's see. Big up for your time in class. It was a high vibe, Mr. Mexican comedian. Hey, thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate all the positivity. This is a dangerous cult, and like I've said many times, I'm not here to talk shit about anyone's culture or their mythology. But I can if I want to. I don't care. But I'm not here to knock anybody's Hinduism or anybody's religion or anybody's culture or any of that. I'm strictly talking about this cult, this dangerous ass cult, and that's what it's all about. So everybody, I want to thank you all for watching, for joining in, and for making the views go up and getting the videos out there. More people watching, and just getting the word out that these Krishna cults are dangerous and they harm a lot of people. So I want to thank you, everybody. Have a great day, great night, great morning, great afternoon, wherever you are. Have some great luck. And I got some new closing credits here. Let's see. I think we got this down now. Bye.